Welcome to a Week 4 edition of the Mncl Insider Report with your host, Q3 of the Dallas Cowboys. Now let's jump off into some recap of Week 3's action. Take a look out there. I see the Steelers upset the Indianapolis Colts 24-16. Steelers moved to 2-1 and dropped the Colts to 2-1. I see the Ravens over the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-26. The Ravens moved to 2-1. The Jaguars dropped to 0-3. The Broncos 58-24 over the Dolphins. What a whooping that was. Buck and the Broncos go to 3-0. The Dolphins fall to 1-2. In other action, we had the Cardinals play the Cincinnati Bengals, which was a barn burner. The Bengals end up winning that one 38-31. The Bengals get their first win and move to 1-2. The Cardinals failed to get a victory yet. They're at 0-3 right now. Elsewhere, we had the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys finally get their first win behind 11 tackles with DeMarcus Ware. They win 29-22, move to 1-2. The Jets move to 1-2. Bills at the Chiefs. The Bills continue their dominance in the AFC. They move to 3-0, defeating the Chiefs 27-10. Paul Poslinski had 11 tackles in that game. The Chiefs fall to 0-3. It's trouble in Kansas City. The Rams and the Browns. The Rams end up winning this one 19-16. The Rams moved to 2-1. The Browns are now 0-3. Sam Bradford was the player of the game for the Rams with 226 yards and 1 touchdown. The Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons, and the Atlanta Falcons find a way to win it 22-12. They moved to 2-1, and the Panthers fall 0-3. Javon Sneed here was the player of the game for the Falcons. He threw for 208 yards and 1 interception. The Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions, and this was a laugh for the Vikings were all over the Lions. 51-13, the Lions fall to 1-2. The Vikings move to 3-0. Adrian Peterson, 2 touchdowns, 153 yards for the Minnesota Vikings. The Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. The Redskins proved their dominance. They dominate the Seahawks 38-3. The Redskins are still undefeated at 3-0. The Seahawks lose their first game at 2-1. LaRon Landry of the Redskins had 2 tackles and 3 interceptions to lead the Redskins effort. In Tennessee, Steve Slayton rushed for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Tennessee Titans dropped the Texans 27-13. The Titans move in the first place in that division at 3-0. The Houston Texans are now 2-1. In Green Bay, Terrence Sweetley led the effort for the Chicago Bears with 1 tackle and 2 fumble recoveries as the Bears beat up the Packers 26-3. The Bears are 3-0. The Packers fall to 1-2. In San Francisco, it was a laugher. The New York Giants 52-16 behind Brandon Jacobs, 195 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Giants dismantled the 49ers. The Giants moved to 2-1. The 49ers are now 1-2. And last but not least is the Raiders at the Chargers. This was always a rival game. Quarterback Dennis Dixon threw for 205 yards, 3 touchdowns as the Raiders get their first win and beat the Chargers 37-10. The Raiders move to 1-2, and the Chargers fall to 1-2. Elsewhere, some injury report in the Mncfl this week. I know right now the San Francisco 49ers are without the services of wide receiver Freeberg. He is out for 3 weeks, I believe. Six weeks. James Freeberg for the 49ers is out for 6 weeks. In Tennessee, you had Stevenson Sylvester, linebacker. He is out for the season with a severe concussion. You got wide receiver Wes Welker. He is also hurt. He has a sprained elbow. He is out for 2 weeks. Some coach movement in the Mncfl. We had the reports out of Green Bay that they have come to terms with Coach Manlove, former coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. He will now take over the Green Bay Packers, and ironic is that Tex of the Green Bay Packers will move to the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's now look at my Week 4 predictions for this week. We got some excellent games on the horizon and maybe some upsets out there. First off, I see the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. This is the game of the week. I think both teams are playing hot, but I'm going to go with Mac and the Chicago Bears in the upset of this one. Panthers at the Texans. I believe the Texans will easily win this one. Raiders at the Chiefs. Chiefs remain unbeaten, winless, I mean, and the Raiders win this game. Eagles at Cardinals. I like the Cardinals in this one. Bills at Jets. Bills are just hot right now. The Jets are playing well. If there is an upset, this could be one, but I'm going to go with the Bills in this one. Broncos at the Chargers. I'm taking the Broncos. Falcons at the Packers. I think Coach Manlaws gets his first win, and the Packers defeat the Falcons. Indianapolis Colts at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going with the Colts. Steelers at the Ravens. Two good teams. This will probably be one of the better games of the week. I think Duper and the Ravens get the Steelers. Rams at Cowboys. The Cowboys find a way to make another win. The Cowboys over the Rams. Buccaneers at Saints. Fabio will get him a win this week. Saints win. Titans at Jaguars. Titans are just on fire. I don't believe the Jags can handle them. I'll take the Titans. Giants at Redskins. I think the Redskins are just too dominant, too good right now. I'll take the Washington Redskins. The last but not least, we got the Patriots at Dolphins. And I just believe the New England Patriots is still one of the best football teams in our league. So I'm going to go with the Patriots in this one. Guys, this has been a week 4 Mncfl report. The files are out. Good luck to everybody and have a good week. Thank you.